Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, talking to you today about the K-pop outfit BTS. As you may know, on the main channel, I just did a review of their latest project, Love Yourself Tear, and it's been a huge release for the group, a gigantic release for the group. I'm just going to say group because some people get mad when you call them a band or a boy band. I know. I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to get it. But we're going to be talking about the gigantic success that they've been seeing this week as a result of this album. Quickly, I want to shout out a sponsor that we have in this video, though. I think it's like our first big sponsor on the Fantano channel. The good people over at The Ridge, they make these nifty, minimalist little wallets over here. Money clip on the back. You can max out 12 cards on the inside. It's held together by these tight little elastics. Lifetime guarantee on this thing. Sort of metallic shells on the outside. Fits in your pocket really nice. Don't got to be in your back pocket. And I'm just really happy with the design and again the sleekness of it. I mean, I know minimalist wallets have been around for a while, but I haven't been entirely sold on the idea myself until I guess really owning one. So ridgewallet.com/Fantano, ridgewallet.com/Fantano. Use promo code Fantano to get 10% off your wallet order. So grab one of these shits. They're neat little things. All right, let's talk about this article about BTS and Forbes because they talk about some records and some milestones the group has hit this week as a result of this record being their biggest record yet, which I myself said in the review had a lot of artistic high points on, a lot of catchy tracks. So here's 10 things that happened to BTS as a result of this album in terms of the numbers behind this album. Biggest pre-order sales for an album ever in South Korea, which is huge. 1.44 million, which I believe the number got updated to like 1.5 according to the Wikipedia page. Let's see. And over here, this is the first big one, as you know, in regards to America anyway. First K-pop album to hit #1 on the Billboard 200. I mean, I think that's certainly a big sign right there. That's a big sign. I mean, I think the group has had some big singles already, but this is the first big #1 album to hit #1 on the Billboard 200. And I don't know. I mean, again, I can't predict the future. We could be in a point where this is like a bit of a bubble and it sort of comes and goes. And that'll be the end of that. But I feel like this could kind of open the floodgates. Really what needs to happen now, if this is going to be a long-lasting trend, if this is going to be an ongoing thing, what needs to happen now is that we need more groups. More groups need to cross over. More groups need to translate in the way that BTS has. Now, it could take a little while. I don't know what exactly the formula has been for BTS's incredible international success. But with the popularity of this album growing in the fashion that it has, it's only going to drum more interest in this genre in general. More people are going to get into it. You're going to see more people listening to the different groups that are out there. And hopefully you see a greater push from a lot of these promotional companies in South Korea trying to make these groups kind of translate over here to a more Western audience. And on top of that, you might see some Western distribution deals for a lot of bigger Western distribution deals for some of these groups too. Now that a lot of labels are going to be seeing that there's kind of a market over here for it. So now that they're seeing a market, now that they're seeing a trend, now that they're seeing like monetary potential in it, you could be seeing Western labels and PR firms doing more to kind of push this music when you have new K-pop releases coming out. So I guess it really kind of all depends on the artistry, the number of groups we have access to over here that we see on the internet, and how much the industry, how much the gears are willing to kind of push the K-pop sound, the K-pop trend, if they see potential in it. The music industry does tend to work pretty slowly, so I'm not exactly sure whether or not a lot of the labels and promoters out there are going to see the potential in K-pop and in BTS, despite the numbers that we're seeing here in front of us. But it wouldn't be the first time that they've had to play catch up on something that was kind of catching fire on the internet. So Let's see, biggest sales week and total units for a K-pop group. That kind of makes sense given the past two numbers. First K-pop single to reach the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. Highest 24-hour YouTube debut of 2018, which is pretty big. Fake Love, 35.9 million YouTube views in a super short amount of time. Highest 24-hour YouTube debut for a K-pop group. Now, I know a lot of people in traditional media kind of crap all over YouTube, but the thing is, the entire world is on YouTube, and collectively speaking, if I believe this is still true, it was the statistic for a while. YouTube gets more streams as like a music streaming service because tons of people go onto YouTube to see music videos, listen to songs. In a lot of ways, it's been the internet's jukebox for a long time. There are more music streams collectively on YouTube than all other music streaming platforms out there. That's certainly subject to change, and it seems like YouTube and Google are trying their best to stay ahead of that curve or stay ahead of their competition by sort of coming up with this whole YouTube music platform thing. But if a song or a music video or a group is hitting it big on YouTube, people know about them. They're getting big everywhere. All right, moving on from there. Highest 24-hour YouTube debut for, saw that. Fastest K-pop video to 100 million on YouTube views, being Fake Love again. First K-pop act to top the Billboard Artist 100 chart. First foreign language #1 album since 2006. Classical crossover quartet Il Divo last claimed the top spot with their 2006 sophomore album and chorus. So wow, that's actually a pretty huge milestone right there. And I think there have been quite a few sort of Latin explosions over here in the U.S. When it's come to Spanish language songs and that sort of thing, climbing the charts and albums as well. But this is the first time I think a Korean record, well, I mean, most definitely it's the first time a Korean record has ranked this high on the Billboard charts. And I think it's certainly a sign of just how good the internet is at kind of breaking down social and cultural barriers. And then number 10, first world music album to top the Billboard 200, which is, I don't know, a little ridiculous and a little disingenuous because K-pop music is just pop music. It sort of seems like we just continually use the term world music for any music made outside of the continental US that isn't like Latin music or isn't made by white people. I don't know. It's just like a really odd umbrella term that continually gets used when we're too lazy to actually find out what the genre of music the particular artist in question is actually making. But whatever. I guess this is sort of a feat as well. And I mean, that's essentially it. We're going to leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you are doing well. Anthony Fantano over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Also, again, shout out to our sponsor over at the Ridge, ridgewallet.com/Fantano, promo code Fantano, forever.